What's up guys, welcome back to another music reaction / breakdown. Today we're officially starting our weekly spotlights for individual EXO members, and we're kicking things off with checking out Lay's Lit. Yeah, this one by a pretty far margin. A lot of you guys really recommended this one. I'm going into this video like completely blind. I have no idea what the song is about. Although I do notice in the thumbnail there's a lot of like red and really interesting kind of color choices there too. So I'm wondering if this might be more of like a heavier or like a harder song, which would really contrast from what I've seen from EXO generally. A lot of what I've seen from EXO is, again, very R&B based, very ballad style type music. Would be really interesting to see if this is like a huge switch up from what I've seen before. I'm also starting out with Lay too, just because I didn't really get to like see him in my previous video in EXO's Killing Voice live performance, which, by the way, if you haven't checked that out, I'll put the link to that reaction over here. With that said, go ahead and sit back, relax, and let's ride the wave. Ooh, interesting opening. Oh, looks like they're going to war? Wow, this is so cinematic. Wow, that's so cool. Man, before we get into the actual song, since this was just like an intro, couple of notes there. Really love when music videos and like, yeah, official videos like this give kind of like a cinematic intro. I mentioned this in, I think it was my robot breakdown or reaction for Leungji. Again, I'll put that link somewhere on the screen over here if you guys want to check that out. But I love when there's almost kind of like a movie and film aspect of like music videos. Like obviously music videos will have a bunch of visuals and stuff, but I love when it kind of feels like a movie, you know. Really interesting choices here. Very kind of almost ominous beginning too with the types of, there's not that much instrumentation going on yet, but just how it kind of had that, I guess, traditional Chinese kind of singing vibe going on with just that vocal line, and then the kind of ominous like booms in the back to whatever that instrument was. And then I love this color choice of red and black and kind of gray chrome kind of colorways. It gives a really kind of like dark and powerful vibe to this track. So really excited to see where this goes. That's cool. Got the dancers like in the shape of like a lotus flower. Yeah. Oh. Oh, this is definitely on the darker side. Wow. Nice. Okay. Quite a bit of things to talk about there. Yeah, in terms of the vocals right now, or like the vocal track, very like anthem like, and kind of like in a chanting kind of flow. I love that choice for something that goes a little bit like on the harder side or the heavier side. Gives this feeling of like strength and power and presence and like aura, I guess is what people like saying nowadays. But yeah, there's so much presence in the track and obviously the visual too, with Lei in the center, kind of just nonchalantly speaking to, you know, his like soldiers, or with like the dancers around him too. Really cool stuff. Like lots of direct eye contact into the camera, and got really interesting instrumentation here too. Very heavy into like the traditional Chinese kind of sounds you hear. I think they showed like a giant drum there. That's really cool too, how they're kind of showing the guy kind of banging on the drums overhead. I used to be in a Japanese like taiko drumming ensemble in college. I'm sure there's like a Chinese kind of variant or version of those drums. I don't know what they're called, but at least when I learned about it in college for a little bit, I think those drums were called like odaikos or ojime daikos. So I did have some experience kind of playing those while I was in that ensemble. So really cool to see that there's kind of like another version of that in like Chinese culture and stuff. Yeah, very just heavy drum pounds. Again, making a statement in the instrumentation that matches the visual and the vocal track too. Super cool stuff. Yeah. Nice. Oh, we got that triplet drum fill. Oh, that wet kind of bass synth in the back. Wow. Nice. I love that choice of just having one powerful vocal line for that drop or chorus. Just Lei saying, "I am the lit," or I think that's what he said. Yeah, so powerful. Like he's basically letting just that statement speak for itself, and then that drop and choices of like instruments and like sound design in the back, especially with that kind of like wavy, wet, synthy bass thing in the back, grabbing from some like EDM elements as well in here too. I love that kind of mix with kind of harder, trappy like EDM sounds with this more kind of like heavy hip hop kind of vibe going on too. This is so good. Oh. Yeah, a lot of like dark imagery here. There's so much power in all elements of this. Oh. Okay, stopping it there too. Really cool that for the choreography here too, there's a lot of crump elements in here too, or it's very much like heavily crump directed in terms of like the dance style. I don't have experience directly dancing in the crump kind of like style or genre, but I know that there's a lot of, again, power in those moves, especially within how you position your body and how the energy flows throughout your arms too, and how your stances are as well. Crump is like a very like raw kind of dance and like art form, and I think that really matches the mood that's going on with the visual and the instrumentation itself, obviously. So a really great choreography choices here. I wonder who they brought on as choreographers for this video. I haven't really seen like a K-pop like group or K-pop artist use crump in a dance before, so that's like an awesome touch here. Yeah, again, there's that big drum in the back going on. Yeah, right into this. Oh, we got a huge dragon in the back. Oh, this is tough. Ooh, that little like crinkle in the back too. Oh, we got even deeper basses in the back here. Nice. Whew. That goes hard. Oh my god, wait, is that over already? Wow, that's it? Oh man, that's crazy. That video felt so short. How long is this? It's like a whole 5-minute thing, but there's a good like minute and a half of credits. Wow, I loved checking out that song. Such a different vibe that's, again, I haven't really seen with EXO specifically, and specifically Lay too. Like this guy is so handsome. Jokes aside, yeah, like I don't know much about Lay too. Like I think he's one of the members that I'm not fully well versed with, not nearly as much as like the other members, and I especially obviously didn't get to see him in the EXO Killing Voice performance either. First impressions of this guy is like so good. Like there's so much to kind of pick apart, like I'm sure for like the symbolisms and stuff and like the choices here. Obviously language barrier is like kind of hard to understand everything, so please let me know in the comments kind of like the symbolisms for and choices for all the elements in this track. So for example, like the meaning of the dragon kind of showing up in the background while they were dancing, or the lotus flower going on too. They showed a lot of visuals for like the lotus flower in both the visual and dance aspects too in the beginning, so that probably has a lot of significance somewhere too. And then kind of like the choice to have this music video setting with like an army kind of following Lay. If I had to just like guess based off of like the vibes that I got from this video, I'm wondering if this song is meant to, again, make a statement about who Lay is. Like maybe he's trying to show that he has a lot of like ambition in his work, and like he's not one to, you know, be messed around with, or like he's like claiming his place like on the throne or something in like his kingdom, metaphorically speaking, with his like music and stuff, you know. That's just kind of like the vibe I'm getting. There's a lot of like confidence and you know, again, power and like aura, you know. So yeah, love the color choices here too. That really adds to kind of that whole thematic I'm assuming this is going by. Red and black and like gray color schemes usually signify kind of like an alertness or like a warning, but it can also signify, you know, strength and power and being comfortable in your own place and being really grounded and making your presence aware. So that was such a good song. I love harder tracks like this. And yeah, great first impressions with Lay specifically. I definitely got to check more of his stuff out. So again, let me know in the comments, guys, all the symbolisms and meanings for this specific song. And even just background about Lay as well too. Again, I don't know much about him. So let me know kind of like his journey with EXO and like kind of what his background in music is too. I would love to really check that out. I think that'll be it for this reaction. So if you guys enjoyed kind of like the reaction and breakdown, consider joining the wave by liking the video, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. All the support really does mean the world to me as a small creator. So with that said, until next time, guys, talk to you soon. Peace.